Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Upper St. Clair High School Stadium for today's soccer match between the Panthers from Upper St. Clair and the Highlanders from Baldwin High School. I'm Rob Mertz here with Gavin Williams. How are you, Gavin?
Great, Rob. Now that we're actually playing soccer and not waiting out a lightning storm.
Yeah, it would be hard to tell from what you're seeing right now as the sun shines brightly, but 20 minutes ago it was raining of biblical proportions. And we are just getting started about 40 minutes late after a rain and lightning delay.
So if you're wondering why the field looks wet even with the bright sunshine, that is it. I mean, we were threatening to build an ark here about 30 minutes ago. So
it's been a big week for the Panthers as they have been able to avenge early season losses to Peters Township and Bethel Park, winning 2 games in the past week against section opponents, big section games. And the Panthers have looked pretty good doing that, so they've climbed right back into the section battle. As Peters still atop the section with an 8-2 record. Moon has a game at hand on, the Panthers have a game at hand on Moon. They have a 7-2 record, and the Panthers at 7-3. So really, as far as second place goes, Panthers hold that destiny in their hands. Here comes Perry down into the box on her left foot. Ball's knocked out over the end line for a corner kick. Yeah, so the Panthers can climb ahead of Moon if they can beat Moon this coming week. They have Brashear Monday, Moon on Wednesday. If they can beat Moon, they will have second place all alone, and then it just depends on what Peters does the rest of the way. Here's a corner for the Panthers. Landy Mertz to take this. Ball's served right mid-goal. Goalie comes out and paws at it. Rocco hits it with the left off the volley, but it's cleared well out and up towards midfield by the Highlanders. Snyder with it. Plays central for Gilbert. She'll pick her head up and try to find Madsen on that far side. Ball off of Jane, but it goes down towards the corner. Madsen battling and cleared up the line by Baldwin. Comes right to Kren. Passes quickly to Gibbons. 30 yards out. She'll turn it back and give it back to Marissa on the outside. Lofts one in towards the penalty spot. Off of Perry. No one there for the second ball from St. Clair. And all the way back towards midfield. Now Elle Snyder on the outside. She'll carry up the line. Inside to Perry. Back wide to Elle. Here's Emily Rocco. Short pass to Mertz. All the way back to Gilbert in the center circle. Kren now on the far side. Cuts inside on the dribble. Plays a through ball for Mertz, but they just weren't on the same page there. Here comes Gibbons now. Rocco wide again. Trying to cut it down to the end line. Cleared, but right to Elle Snyder. Here's Mertz, top of the D. Has time to turn. Does. Cuts past one. Ball on her right foot. Wide for Madsen. Takes a touch. Has time to serve. Puts it in. Back post. And just past that back post as Jane, trying to do what she did the other night against Peters Township, trying to sneak one in the back post there.
Well, Rob, this is what we've discussed most of the year. There was nothing spectacular there. It was just a lot of really good possession, a lot of really smart single, square-type passes, and ball possession, and that's deadly. And the Panthers got a great opportunity out of it. This is exactly what you'd expect against a side like this where you're the superior side, obviously.
Here are the Highlanders coming out of the midfield. String a few passes together, but Gibbons able to get in there and interrupt the flow. Madsen now takes a big touch. Baldwin will get a hold of it. Nice cut there, but Madsen's there again. Here's Burlingame on it. Mertz back to win a ball, and it comes to Gilbert. Wide for Kren. Finds Perry in the D on the right foot, shoots, but right in at the goalie. Nice turn there by Haley. but wasn't able to get everything she wanted on that shot.
Yeah, some really nice passing from the Panthers again. The build-up is gradual, but they went a little bit direct there. A lot more quality in the final third than we've seen.
Here's Mertz from Kren. Turns, cuts past one. Loses possession, and Baldwin will come towards midfield. Here's Gibbons with it. Directing traffic and playing a ball down towards the end line. Goalie hesitates, doesn't come off her line, and will go out for a corner kick.
Not a bad idea from Nikki. Anytime you can get Jane loose with those wheels, it's probably a good idea to try. And, the Panthers right now are sort of showing their dominance with their possession. They haven't created anything necessarily dangerous in terms of opportunities, but it's fairly clear from the early going who's the side with more quality.
Goal kick is a short one. Second ball comes to Perry. She'll run forward. Tries to bloop a pass over for Rocco. No one home there for the Panthers. Ball's played past Mertz. Baldwin with possession. El Snyder sticks a foot in, though, and is able to win it to Gibbons. Changes field to Kren, who finds Madsen. Tried to play one time to Landy, but that pass is intercepted. And here come the Highlanders slowly up towards midfield, and that ball's played out over the far touchline, be a throw for the Panthers. So, yes, we were forced inside by the weather. Now it's like a sauna in here, Gavin. Are you the only one that's am I the only one that's hot in here?
I'm scalding. I'm lucky I'm still wet from the rain. But
this is like hot yoga. This is hot announcing.
Well, we might be able to get outside for the second half if it stays like this.
El Snyder now down towards the end line. Can Rocco get there? No, it's just going to be a little strong for her. A little too much weight on that pass, and it'll be a goal kick for the Highlanders.
I don't mind these balls. They're all good balls. I think the Panthers should probably try to go back to the strategy they employed in the first couple minutes where they just, kind of switched fields, gradually moved the ball around. I think they can get good opportunities that way.
Perry tries to win a header, but the ball skips over her and all the way back into Gilbert. Slides it out to the far side to Kren. Madsen, nice little give and go with Kren. Mertz and Perry central. Here's Mertz trying to cut past one on their right foot down towards the end line now. Shoots and scores into that back post. Goal for Landy from Marissa Kren. Nice work there by Madsen on the outside.
Goal scored by Landy Mertz off an assist by Marissa Kren.
Well, like we talked about, Rob, sometimes it's the simplicity. And what Jane did very well there was you have to respect Jane's pace up the flank. And instead of, kicking it ahead and making a sort of a hopeful run, she just played a simple square ball to Landy. And Landy had a great first touch to lead herself, made a nice little quick move back to her right foot. Very nice finish, side net left. 1-0 Panthers. Good stuff. Yeah, so right now what you're seeing from the Panthers is a side that knows they're the superior side, and as such, they're not trying to do anything crazy. They're just possessing, making Baldwin chase, and playing really simple soccer with quality right now. And, one of the things that has let down the Panthers in, maybe the first half of the season, not as much lately, is, in the final third, not having a quality, just one bad touch or a misstep. We're not seeing that today, and it's a really good sign. Well, here comes Mia. This is a good ball right here. Oh, they said Emily was off. That was a good idea. There was a lot of room to run there, and Emily brought it down nicely. It's just a shame it was slightly off sides here, but the Panthers have a 1-0 lead here, 8.5 minutes into this contest, and right now I think the Highlanders are really on their back foot, reeling a bit here early. Although that's a nice touch, and the Highlanders look like they're trying to play. They have about one or two girls, a holding mid and a center forward who looks like they can hold it up a little bit. So that seems to be the strategy thus far.
Gavin, you'll notice I'm absent from the broadcast for periods of time today, as I am the multimedia guy for the Panthers, trying to tweet while I'm announcing. I can't do two things at once like that. So
hey, everybody likes the Twitter updates. It's how some of our out of towners follow along in the action, and it's much appreciated for our social media savvy fans. So the Panthers got a throw in deep in Highlander territory here. Ooh, nice turn from Haley. Oh, wow, that's a great ball from Landy. It just over the bar. Ava Burlingame tried a left-footed half volley and she made contact with it, just looped over the bar. But right now, Haley Perry and Landy Mertz are giving Baldwin all they can deal with in the defensive end with some of their footwork and going at them, and that's going to be a problem for Baldwin.
Well, you mentioned it right before we started taping here. There's another mental issue for Baldwin today. Some of these girls are a bit distracted, Gavin. Can you let the cat out of the bag on that one?
Yeah, well, so it's homecoming at Baldwin High School, and if you know anything about a homecoming dance when you're in high school, there's a lot of preparation for the girls, and that goes along with it. With a delay there, I think some of the girls are worried about making their hair appointments and things.
Madsen down to the end line, crosses right into the goalie off of a defender, so not too much trouble there for Baldwin.
Hey, Rob, I have a question.
Yes.
Some of the St. Clair Panther soccer moms, I was over donating to the breast cancer, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Day. They're doing a fundraiser over there, which is a really nice cause. Some of the Panther soccer moms were asking if we were the voice of the Huddle highlights that they have on Huddle. Is that us?
That is us. If the games, if it has audio, it's us. There are a number of games, pretty much the away games, I just tape without audio and put them on Huddle. The home games are, that's what you see right now. What we're doing now is what goes on Huddle.
Interesting. They were very complimentary of our work, so.
Well, then maybe it wasn't us.
that was my response. I said, are you sure? Oh, great move by Nikki. Here she goes.
Here comes Nikki passing wide for Burlingame on the right side. Shoots from an angle and wide of the near post. So a goal kick coming up for the Highlanders.
Boy, so much good stuff there from Nikki. She carried past two and right at the right time played the ball out wide. Just really good decisions and good work from Nikki Gibbons.
28 and a half minutes left here in the first half as we got started late. 1-0 Panthers. Mertz wins a header off of the goal kick. Madsen has it now. Wide for Rocco on a left foot. Couldn't get her hips around that ball. And it goes wide of the near post. A substitution coming in, Lexi Worley on. And looks like Ava Burlingame will give way.
Good stuff from Jane there. Won it, kept it. Very nice little simple square ball over to Emily Rocco. Fairly dangerous scoring opportunity. So good stuff there from the Panthers again. Boy, these goal kicks are bad, Rob. This is...
It's feast time for the Panthers.
You gotta really win those 50-50 balls and keep pinning them deep territorially.
Comes a punt.
The punts are mildly better.
Gibbons, that was the best one of the day for sure. I'm checking the radar, Gavin. The first half is going to be no problem getting that in. We might have some issues in the second half. We'll see. Kren with the pass to Mertz in midfield. Heavy touch. And it comes to near Perry, but it's played forward by Baldwin. Here's Gibbons now on the dribble. Pass wide for Worley. She's onside. Has him run from Mertz. She cuts inside towards the D. Left foot from Worley. Goalie gets down to her left to make a save.
Lexi didn't get all she wanted on the strike, but I liked the idea. Landy Mertz was doing an overlapping run, and a lot of Baldwin defenders followed her, and it gave Lexi a lot of room to cut in. That was a pretty good look.
Tackle from Gibbons. And she'll swing it to the near side. Here's Elle Snyder.
Nice cutback.
Finding Perry. To Rocco now. Back to Snyder outside. Looking to cross. There's Mertz in the area. Over her head. Worley might be able to keep this in. And she cannot. Just right down at the end line. And looks like Carson Bogan coming in.
So it looks like Jane's going to go out to the left flank in kind of a winger spot. Emily Rocco coming off. Carson Bogan's going to be in that holding forward spot where she likes to hold it up. She has very good vision.
Good header there, won by Mertz. Second ball comes to the Highlanders, and they'll try to work it out of their end. Oh, ball pass centrally. Dangerous one there for them. And Mertz is able to get on the end of this. Cuts past one. In towards the top of the box. Shoots from a distance. Oh, just past that back post. It's Landy from the top of the box. Was able to get a good low shot off skipping on this wet surface, but just a little bit wide.
No, that's what you want. She picked out a corner. She went hard and low, which is exactly what you want to do, especially on a day like this where the turf is wet. Just missed the the left post, but good stuff from Landy. Landy's been very disruptive so far, winning 50-50 balls, and especially with her back pressure.
Mertz again, looking for Worley wide. Goes out to Lexi. Plays it back to Kren, who comes forward, has Bogan in the middle. Perry there too. Mertz adding in. Here comes Landy, shoots on a tough. I think Landy got a little bit knocked off balance by the defender there. That was a good play, though. Very nice for Marissa to cut that ball back on an angle.
Yeah, mature stuff from the Panthers on the right flank there. Lexi Worley kind of had some space. Instead, she saw Marissa making an overlapping run, laid it off to her, and took some defenders with her. As a result, created space for Marissa. That was really a nice setup for the Panthers.
Another short goal kick. Every goal kick is coming right back into the top of their penalty area. The Panthers, all they need to do is win a header, and it's right back in the danger zone.
Yeah, far be it for me to tell anybody how to coach the sport, but I would have a defender take the goal kicks if they have anybody to do it, because that's a huge disadvantage territorially. Nice turn from Landy.
Good turn. Here comes Landy at midfield. Cuts inside of one. Still on the ball is Mertz.
Ooh,
She's
bad
knocked
foul.
sideways, and ref had the whistle to the mouth but didn't blow it. And here comes El Snyder forward. There's Perry, but ball too far. And
I can't believe that wasn't a foul. Did they think it was play on?
she put her whistle right up to her mouth like she was going to blow it, and then just didn't didn't do it. I think there's gets to be a sympathy vote.
Always.
Yeah, so
They call it handicapping, is what some of our basketball parents call it.
that is a appropriate term. So here's Kren with it now. Up the line, far side for Worley. So Panthers really with complete dominance so far in this game, but not a lot to show for it on the scoreboard at 1-0, 23 and a half minutes remaining first half. Here comes Baldwin. Played a square ball in the back. Heavy touch, but it comes to a player and now is deflected back toward El Snyder. Madsen now with it. Lays it back to Mertz. Swings it far side for Worley. Into the corner of the area is Lexi. Plays it square, top of the D. Here comes Worley again, shooting. Ball's deflected, goes high, comes right down on the penalty spot. And it comes to Gibbons 40 yards out. She carries on the dribble. Madsen top of the area. She's going to be offsides, over and back.
Yeah, she tried to check back but didn't get there. Good idea. That's the exact ball you wanted to play for the Panthers.
Maddie Hujak at the line, looking to check in at the next opportunity. El Snyder with it. Going to be a free kick coming up for the Panthers. Mia plays it short to the middle. Here's Mertz. Plays to Gibbons.
Thank you.
She's tackled and the ball poked. Oh, the goalie just plays it all the way up towards midfield. Turned out to actually be a pretty good play. Caught the Panthers napping a little bit, but Mia Snyder gets a hold of it. And it'll go out over that far touchline. No, Kren keeps it in. Here's Worley now to Bogan. Corner of the area. Plays it square for Perry, but that pass is intercepted. Bogan gets back on it towards the end line. It's going to knock it out for a corner kick. So Panthers with an opportunity here on a set piece as Hujak and McKenzie check into the game. Coming off is Gibbons and Perry.
Yeah, good stuff, first of all, from Marissa Kren to keep that ball in, knowing they kind of had an ability to get a quick counter, and then really good work pressuring there from Bogan, creating a corner kick. So here's Landy.
Mertz with the kick. Oh, right into that back post. Worley was there, but just could not get the right touch on it, and it goes wide out over the end line for a goal kick.
I got to give Lexi some credit there. I've been sort of critical on several broadcasts about them not being proactive on set pieces in either direction, defensively or offensively. We've scored some goals on corners recently, and Lexi looked like she was really dead set on going up and getting a goal with her head there. So that's really a good sign from the Panthers.
El Snyder with a throw in. Back to Mia. She'll go square on that far side for Kren. Trying to take the ball towards the end line. She does. Crosses. There's Worley. Volleys up over everything. I'm sorry, that was Bogan. Carson Bogan with the inside of her right foot just hit that ball over the crossbar and sort of rattled between the football crossbar and the soccer crossbar.
Rob, I'm a big believer when the Panthers are at their most dangerous, Marissa Kren is very dangerous up the right flank, and that's what you're seeing today. She's really been proactive making her runs. That was a beautiful ball, and from somebody who got a lot of goals poaching around the net there, what Bogan did there was a very tough play, and she really did a good job. She got a lot on it. Couldn't quite keep it under the bar, but very good.
Baldwin trying to get down to the end line, but eventually dribbled over, and McKenzie alertly just lets the ball roll over the end line for a Panther goal kick with under 20 minutes remaining. 1-0. Upper St. Clair.
Pretty good marking from McKenzie, who's not even a fullback in there because Marissa had made it a run.
Mia Snyder comes with it now towards the near side. Up to Madsen, and the ball just rolls past her foot. Throw-in coming for the Highlanders. Mia Snyder back to Gianni for, I believe, her second touch of the game. 20 minutes gone. But still, only a 1-0 game. Panthers need to tickle the twine here again. Here's Snyder at midfield. Plays the ball forward, but can't find a gap in the defense, and Baldwin will come forward with a couple passes. Hujak gets on the end of it now. Pass one on the dribble. Has a couple options in front of her. Plays to Landy, 40 yards out. Wide to Worley on that far side. Cuts inside, looking to Hujak. She turns at the top of the D on her left foot. Plays to Madsen. Heavy touch, though, still in the boxes, Jane. And the ball will come all the way back to Gilbert, who runs forward out of that center back spot. And she will get called for a foul. And it'll be a free kick coming out for the Highlanders.
I mean, Rob, the one critique we've probably had of this Panthers side more than any other critique this season is you can dominate possession, you can dominate and do a lot of the right things, but if you can't score goals, you let inferior teams hang around, and you can lose games like that. The Panthers got to start getting some goals here.
Worley now. Wide to Mertz. Plays down towards Bogan, towards the end line. And Carson was shielded off of that ball. Sub coming in, Emily Rocco entering the game, Jane Madsen coming out. Or re-entering the game, I should say. You might remember, Gavin, there was a player the last few years for Baldwin, Alina Stahl.
Oh, she's fast.
Who is now at West Virginia University, and I just noticed the other day she's been getting some playing time down there and even has a couple of goals to her name.
There's a lot of Whitfield girls doing very well locally. I mean, Aideen O'Donoghue scored again for the Panthers on Thursday night. And, the Panthers are struggling in ACC play, the women Panthers, as you'd expect, trying to build a program up. But, it's great to see the Whitfield girls doing so well, at a high level of soccer.
Yeah, O'Donoghue, the Cannon Mac graduate, part of their state championship team a couple years ago. Here's Bogan. Ball played too hard and too far down across the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Highlanders with 16 and a half left. Looks like Nikki coming on and Carson coming off. Nikki going up top to that number 9, Coach Gray trying to create some scoring here.
Yeah, if Baldwin's getting worn down, this is the time to put Nikki up front, which is exactly what he's doing.
Here comes Mertz now. Shooting from distance, ball's deflected. It's going to go over the end line, be a corner kick. Good time to have Gibbons back in the game as she scored early in the last few games. So some very important goals off of headers. Had one against Bethel Park, had a game winner against Cannon Mac.
When Nikki's at her most effective, she's dominating in the air. She dominates in the air at her best, like very few women players I've seen around here, and she's got to be the target here.
Well, let's see if Landy can pick her out. Here's the run up to service. There it is. Headed in on that back post by Lexi Worley. Goal for the Panthers.
Beautiful.
And the goal scored by Lexi Worley off an assist by Landy Mertz.
So beautiful service from Landy to the back post. Rob, remember the last corner kick where we talked about how Lexi made a really proactive run and just, you could tell she didn't get it under the bar, but she wanted to win it with her head? Well, that's exactly what you saw there. You could have easily given up on that ball and said it wasn't going to get through, but it did. Lexi kept continuing with her run and would not be denied getting her head on the ball. And if anybody deserved the header goal there, it was Lexi Worley. A big goal for the Panthers. 2-0 makes me feel a lot better about this game right now.
Yeah, and it was a tough one to sort of get a beat on because the goalie had deflected that ball, and she was still able to get up there and get a nice, strong header on it and extend, double the Panthers' lead at this point. 2-0 Panthers with 15 minutes left.
She didn't give up on the play, and she didn't stop her run. That's a good lesson. You never take it for granted. You always finish your run. That would have been incredible from Marissa. She tried to split two girls and cut it back. She didn't quite get it done, but A for effort. That's a really high degree of difficulty move. But it'll end up being a goal kick. So the Panthers have a 2-0 lead here. We have 14 minutes left in the first half on a all of a sudden beautiful Saturday afternoon. A little humid, though, and Baldwin's been doing a lot of chasing. I have a feeling in terms of wearing down, I think you're likely to see that as a result of this. The Panthers have had the ball for 90% of the match so far. So here's Al Snyder playing Emily Rocco up the wing. Little touch middle. Hujak can't get there, but the Panthers will possess it again. Now Mia playing here. McKenzie with the ball middle. Turning and firing. That's a nice ball. Lexi chests it down nicely. Plays back to Landy. Heavy touch. Landy tries to win it back. Held up a little. A little bit of kickball there. The Panthers will possess again. Here's McKenzie once again. Nice touch wide. Looking to make an overlapping run. Oh, nice ball from Marissa. Give and go. This is great stuff from the Panthers. It's Lexi Worley down the wing. Cutting it back. We have, oh boy, it bounced up and Landy couldn't quite get over the ball and plays it harmlessly over the ball. But boy, the connections right now in the runs, this looks like a really energized Panther team, and you're seeing some really good stuff right now.
Yeah, it was good by McKenzie there. Sort of a double combination down the side with Worley and Landy as that ball bounced, just trying to hit a rising ball like that. Very tough to keep it down. And stay over it, and that ball went well over the bar. Here comes Mia Snyder carrying over midfield.
Great ball.
Wide, yeah, Worley again. Cross to the middle. Here's Gibbons. Ball skips over her foot. Cleared out by the Highlanders. Here's Hujak. Turns, finds Rocco in the area. Gets down to the end line. Cuts it back with that left foot. Gibbons is there, but so is the defender. Gibbons again on it. Here's Hujak as a very poor clearance. Gave Nikki a gift there. Here's Landy. Top of the D. Left foot. Shoots. Blocked by Hujak, I believe. And Highlanders will clear. But Gilbert alertly steps up. Wins a ball. She's dispossessed. Gets back on it. Touches to Jen McKenzie. Finds Rocco wide near side. Here's Gibbons. Towards the top of the area. Cuts on the right foot. Shoots. And the goalie's able to block that and pick it up with 12 minutes remaining. 2-0 Panther lead. How are the Pitt Panthers doing football game here?
I don't know. I think play has resumed. They had a long, maybe an hour lightning delay. They were up 27-17 at the delay, but if anybody can figure out a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, it is the Pitt Panther football squad.
They will pit in the end.
Yes, that's always my assumption.
Looks like Haley Perry at the line looking to check back in. Mertz wins a ball on the far side, finds Gilbert, who slides it over to Mia Snyder. She comes forward off the dribble. Short pass to Mertz. One more wide to Kren over midfield. Good pass towards Gibbons, but as the ball ran past Nikki, she wasn't able to get a touch on it. It goes all the way back into the goalie. I talked to Coach Gray a little bit before the game. I think this is pretty much exactly what he wanted from this game. He wants to sort of be clinical about it and really keep the ball, try to be precise. The Panthers have done that for the most part. Perry coming on, as I mentioned. Mertz coming off with 10:45 remaining. 2-0 Panther lead. Throw in taken by the Highlanders. Kren defending on the far side. Baldwin's able to turn, come towards midfield, but dispossessed there. And here's L. Snyder with it. Has Rocco wide. Plays it in front of her, though, and out of bounds near the Highlander bench. They'll have a throw in.
See, I want the Panthers to get back to just, kind of switching fields and playing, quick side-to-side type balls. No reason to play the longer, hopeful stuff. It's just not necessary because the difference in quality is so striking here. Just possess the ball.
Rocco now pressuring on the near side and forcing a turnover here. Quick throw taken to Gibbons down towards the end line. She turns on that left foot, tries to cross, but just sort of gets crossed up herself and falls over the end line for a goal kick.
She's sort of laughing at herself, but she actually made a great first move. She just couldn't quite keep her balance. She's still laughing at herself.
Yeah, she had a nice step over there. You know what? She's also nursing an ankle, and that may have played a part there. An ankle injury.
Good ball from McKenzie. Really nice.
Here comes Worley now, cutting towards the top of the area. On the left foot, crosses. No one home. Bad clearance, though. Rocco gets on it. Here's Hujak, too. Comes back to her. Worley giving chase towards the far side.
Oh, nice shot from Lexi to keep it in.
And Baldwin's forced to play it up the line. Here's Perry. Be a throw for the Panthers.
Rob, I've never seen more shanked clearances in my life. Oh, great turn.
Gibbons off the crossbar. The ball's still in play. Worley played one to the middle. Gibbons tried to bury that at close range, but knocked it up off the crossbar. And here comes Hujak now. 30 yards out. Shoots with the right foot. Wide of the back post as the goalie had it covered, but a good shot there from Maddie.
Pretty good strike. I'll tell you what, Lexi Worley has been very dangerous and very proactive up the right side. She's been winning balls. She's really kept the ball well in terms of, on her turns, and she's played some really good crosses into the middle. She's been really a stalwart up the right side.
Another short goal kick played by Perry in towards Gibbons. She tried to head it over for herself, but here's McKenzie now.
Great step.
On her left foot. Passes with the right to Gibbons. She can't corral it, and Baldwin will clear back towards Kren on the far side. Header flicked. Here's Gibbons. Turns to the left. Shoots right in on the goalie, and she's able to stop that one. Carry out to the top of her area. And a punt towards the near side. Hujak's on it. Trying to find Worley down to the corner, but the pass just too hard for Lexi, and it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, that's again, I think they can just simply keep playing the ball wide, keep moving it across, although it's been a shooting gallery for the Panthers right now. I think if the Panthers can have a little more poise in the final third, possess the ball, and maybe lay it off instead of some of the hopeful shots you've seen, I think the Panthers are going to be more likely to get that third goal.
Oh, the goal kick rolls right up the middle of the field. No one home for the Panthers, but that was easy pickings there if someone would have been the top of the D. Jen McKenzie on it. Here's Kren at midfield. Touches down to Worley. Down the line for Perry. Tries to carry to the end line. She might be able to get to this, but no, just a little strong on the touch, and it'll be another goal kick as Jane Madsen checking back in for the Panthers.
Replacing Lexi again, who she's been working really hard. She's probably a little gassed, but really good stuff up the right flank. Mackenzie's doing a really strong job right now, both ball winning and not being too hopeful with it. She's just making really good simple plays after she wins it. Very proactive. Good stuff from McKenzie today. Oh, dear.
Here's Gibbons turning 30 yards out. Tries to poke a ball through for Perry, but that's cleared and coming back towards the Panthers' end. Gilbert and Gianni with her third touch of the game.
She's so excited to see the ball, she's going to try to do something clever with it.
We have a clear stretch, according to the radar, a clear stretch of weather for at least a half an hour, so we should be good for a while, Gavin.
Thank heavens.
L. Snyder, forward for Gibbons. Tries to turn, but ball poked from her. Comes to Hujak now. She's dispossessed, but gets back on it and is able to play back to Gilbert. Long ball up towards Perry. And Hujak comes down with it. L. Snyder, long ball. Haley brings it down, touches to the top of the area. Madsen's there, but cleared out the far side. Kren comes forward and touches it out of bounds via Highlander throw.
Ball's bouncing a little more than you'd like to see right now, Rob. They need to possess it and kind of get back to keeping the ball on the ground and making Baldwin chase. As the weather gets warmer and more humid, which is what we're seeing, the best way to really wear down your opponent is to have the ball at your feet and keep possessing it.
So throw in taken for the Highlanders. They touch forward in the middle of the field and are able to knock it up towards the midfield, and a little turn there. Gilbert defending, and it comes past Kren. She'll knock it all the way back into Gianni. 27-24, Gavin, the pit score.
Oh, dear. Here we go.
Here we go. Hujak now down to the corner. That ball's going to stay in. Rocco giving chase. Crosses with that left foot. There's Gibbons.
Oh, clever little touch.
Just wide of the back
Just wide of
post.
the right post. I'll tell you what, Rob, I think that's what she meant to do, and if she did, that was a really nice bit of skill from Nikki. It's just wide of the post. I think objectively the Panthers should probably have a couple more at this point. But again, that's what they got to keep working on, the finishing. When you get to be better opponents towards the playoffs, you need to really convert the chances you get. This is a nice ball.
Madsen will get to it. Crosses. Hujak heads over the bar. Had a Hujak running right towards the goal there, and Jane's speed allowed her to keep that ball in, and it was a good cross. But the Panthers were sleeping a little bit on that last goal kick. They have to know by now where the range of this goalie's goal kick, and they just got to get themselves put in the right spot. Last time around they were not. This time they are. There's Perry, wins the first ball. Seconds by Gibbons over towards Rocco in the area, and cleared decisively up and out of play by the Highlanders with under 3 minutes remaining. 2-0 Panthers. Here's a throw for Baldwin. L. Snyder there. Mia Snyder there to Baldwin comes up with it in the center circle. Plays diagonally wide, but Mia will pick that off and come forward off the dribble. Finds Kren at midfield on the far side. She'll carry down the line. Has Madsen wide. Goes that way, down to the corner. Here's Jane. Crosses first time in a very dangerous spot. Panthers need to make that run towards the near post. That would have been easy pickings for someone. Here's Mia Snyder with a big header. Back in towards the top of the D. Perry goes down. Gibbons on it now, right in the middle of the area. Shoots deflected. The goalie's able to react and get over and grab that ball before it gets across the line. Hey, Gavin, I was saying there are all our runs in the box on that particular occasion were directly towards goal. Someone needs to be making that run towards the near post. If they're doing that, it's a really easy to get on the end of that cross.
I think there'd be more goals today, period, if they were doing that. How many of the crosses today have not been in the air? They've been those low line drive crosses where if you make a near post run, it's just a flick.
Here's Perry, wins a nice tackle. Plays it to Madsen in the center circle. Has Nikki in front of her, Oh, here's Nikki, a little gift from the defender. Shoots, and it goes in. Gibbons from Madsen to give the Panthers a 3-0 lead.
Panther goal scored by Nikki Gibbons off an assist by Jane Madsen.
You know, Rob, so all the good build-ups and all the clever stuff we've seen today from the Panthers resulting in attempts but no goals, we see a sort of a through ball spilled by a defender result in Nikki kind of chipping the goalie and putting him up 3-0. That's this sport, and that's what's so crazy about it. You can dominate play, do all this beautiful soccer stuff, and then one little misstep, and it ends up in your own net. So 3-0 Panthers late first half, and I think that's going to kind of they're going to kind of be in cruise control here. I think from then on out, that's a big goal. Nice touch wide here from Mia as we sort of run down the clock here. Panthers don't appear like they're necessarily done. Oh, nice little crossover from Madsen. She's got moved over the flank. Oh, she lost her footing. Nice back pressure there from Haley. She couldn't quite win it. Jane will. Here comes Maddie Hujak. Touches wide. Emily Rocco's got some space here. Good hard strike from the left foot, and Emily Rocco's going to get one with 10 seconds left in the half. Oh, my gosh, the Panthers. The Highlanders have totally imploded. Emily Rocco with the... Nobody really. So, I mean, Baldwin struggled trying to clear the ball out and just sort of rolled to Emily Rocco, hit it hard with the left foot, skipping, and 4-0 Panthers.
Okay, and we are back for second half action. Panthers holding a 4-0 lead over the Baldwin Highlanders right now. We're trying to beat the weather as right now it's sunny and nice, but there's some trouble on the radar. Here's Madsen now down towards the end line. Cuts it back. Mertz in the area. Shoots, and just wide. I think it might have been deflected. No, they'll say it's a goal kick. And Landy with a good look at it there from about 17 yards out. Good chance to start the second half here for the Panthers. Goal kick coming up for Baldwin. Taken again, short. Hujak wins that. Cleared out over the touchline in front of the Panthers bench. And Kren will take the throw to Perry. Ball bounces up over her head, though. And wide on the far side to Elle Snyder. Jane Madsen now with it. Here's Gibbons going to shoot from distance. She takes a big shot. Nice save by the goalie. Give her credit there to get over to her left and knock that down. Worley now. Perry trying to volley in the middle of the area, and the ball's cleared. Coming up towards midfielder Baldwin on the dribble. Ball's played forward down towards the top of the area. Gianni out, has to clear this one back up. It bounces in front of Hujak and over her head. Baldwin gets a hold of it again at midfield. Diagonal ball played, comes right to Kren, but her heavy touch is pounced on by the Highlanders. They give it right back to Mia Snyder, though. Mia trying to shield, and will just lay a ball in for Gilbert to play wide on the far side. Here comes Elle Snyder on the dribble. Up across midfield, down towards Mertz. Plays a nice one-time ball down the line. They're going to say that Madsen was offsides.
She was not, but obviously you're going to see that in this type of score line. Really good vision from Landy, though. That ball was beautifully played and beautifully weighted, and Jane was going to run onto that, pretty much be home free. Good build-up from the Panthers there. Really, we've seen some mature stuff from the Panthers today, just in terms of possession and build-up, and that's really great signs regardless of opponent.
Here's Mia Snyder now. Well, it's not the first time Jane's been called off sides when she wasn't this. I actually have several pictures on my phone, freeze frame shots of videos where she's well on sides, and I think just because of her speed, she can get behind the defense so quickly. Here comes Kren now, cutting under her left foot, top of the D. Plays the ball down in the area for Worley. She's onside, shoots, left foot. Oh, big save by the goalie. Wow, as the goalie just sort of laid out to her right and was able to get a paw on that and knock it wide.
I'll tell you what, we had a great angle of that. Two things to talk about. Marissa did an unbelievably good job turning around, playing a ball out. Lexi with a good first touch. And Lexi didn't do anything wrong there. It was a good, hard, left-footed strike going right for the left side net, and give the Baldwin goalie credit. She came off her line. Good reflex punch save. So I think Lexi probably feels snake bit, but she didn't do anything wrong there. Just a really, really good save from the Baldwin goalie.
So a corner kick coming for the Panthers. Landy to handle this one. The runs are being made. Ball played in. Back post. Just a little too far for everyone as the ball landed about 4 yards beyond that back post, and it'll be a goal kick.
Would have liked to have seen the back post run again. We've had a lot of success with that today. I'm not sure. That may have been a little far regardless, but I just think that's, as a matter of course, a really good thing to be doing.
Another short goal kick. Perry there. Second ball lands and bounces with some backspin past Hujak, and it comes back to Maddie. Has Worley wide, but plays Kren. She's in on the dribble. Corner of the area now, Marissa. Looking for Worley, but it's easily cleared by Baldwin. Off of Gibbons, and it'll be a throw-in for the Highlanders right in front of the Panther bench.
Yeah, Marissa Kren has just been so active and so proactive in terms of her runs down the right wing today. And, I've said it several times, but when she's doing that, this attack is so much more multifaceted.
So after today for the Panthers, it's Brashear on Monday, and then they travel to Moon on Wednesday. Here's Mertz trying to get on the end of one. Baldwin plays it off of Madsen. Oh, and a ball under Landy's foot there. She would have had a chance to turn and run at that back. But, yeah, a trip to Moon on Wednesday, which will be a really important game for both teams. If the Panthers want to have any chance of winning the section, they need to win at Moon on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think the Panthers seem to be, they've been going on their vengeance tour here the second half through the section, and they just seem to be playing with a lot more confidence right now, a lot more poise, and there was just some stretches where they were getting very frustrated early in the season. I don't seem to see that same type of frustration right now, and these are all good signs, Rob. We've talked about it. Every season's going to have bumps. Every season's going to be uneven in ways. But you want to be playing your best soccer as the season starts to wind down and as the playoffs start to come around. And, this team is certainly trending in the right direction right now.
Well, and they would need some help from Peters Township losing a game or two if they wanted to win the section, even if they win out, which is entirely possible. So we'll see how it goes. Here's Madsen crossing. Perry right in the area. Shot taken. Double deflection off the defender, and Perry goes right into the goalie. Panthers still at 4-0 here with 33 and a half minutes remaining second half. Hujak. Wide for Worley. Down the line for Mertz. Can she keep this in? She cannot. Played out by a Baldwin defender, and it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Taken to Mertz down in the corner. Plays for Worley. Crosses with that right foot. Madsen there, and is able to just chop that in the back post. So that's 5-0 for the Panthers. A goal from Jane Madsen, assisted by Lexi Worley.
Panther goal scored by Jane Matson, off an assist by Lexi Worley.
So this one isn't super competitive, Rob, and Monday certainly won't be either. But, I think there are things you can glean from this. I also think that even though the speed's going to be obviously a higher level as the competition gets better, doing the right things and making the right plays is something that's universal. And I just think we're seeing it at a lot higher level and a lot more consistently today from the Panthers. So we got 5-0 here for the Panthers. The scoreline is going to be fairly lopsided, I think, by the time this one's all said and done. Again, with Brashear coming up, I think the Panthers are going to be resting some legs and looking ahead to a big game for everybody next Wednesday at Moon. Come out and support your Lady Panthers and seeing them try to get back and try to capture a section crown.
And it looks like Captain Angela Belak's on the field now. Angela got her first playing time of the season the other night against Bethel Park. She's coming back from an ACL injury, so she's able to find some time on the field in this one. Here comes a ball down the line to Mertz. She'll cut inside. Has Worley on the back post. Goes cross goal. Worley's there. Landy coming back from an offside position, and they will call that offsides. No, they won't.
You know, one of Landy's greatest skills is when she comes down the flank to serve the ball, she has unbelievable patience to wait until the very last second, and then she cuts the ball back against the grain so well. It's not like taking a corner kick. It's the defensemen are over pursuing some people making runs, and she plays it back towards the top of the box for the second wave of people running on. It's just such a mature way to play, and really, you know, it almost paid dividends once again there. The Baldwin player made a nice job stepping in, but really good stuff from Landy up the left flank.
Baldwin gets a hold of it in their own end. Trying to turn out, but Gibbons applying pressure. Nikki will win this ball. She's forced back and plays wide on the near side to Kren. She comes forward on the dribble, trying to get into the area. Good tackle there by the Highlanders, and they'll come the other way. Ball played to midfield, and that'll be turned over to Mia Snyder, who dribble through the center circle and play wide on the far side to Belak. Here comes Mertz now, 30 yards out. Cuts past one, another one, shoots from distance and just over everything. And a substitution coming in for the Highlanders.
Landy's reactions are the greatest. She does not hide her feelings when she's disgusted with something she does, and I just love watching her reactions. They're hilarious.
Here comes a goal kick. It's a short one. Mertz tries to knock it down, but it skips past Hujak. Baldwin now up the midfield. Mia Snyder's there. Angela Belak with a touch. Plays it long. Past everyone, though, and right into the Baldwin keeper with under 30 minutes remaining now. 5-0. Panther lead. Nice punt over midfield by the Baldwin goalie. Snyder turns out and upfield on the far side. To her sister Elle over midfield. Hujak one time looking for Belak. She's able to keep it in. Ball played in towards Perry, and the goalie's out to grab that one. Yeah, so Angela wearing a full brace on that knee, and it's been a long road back for her. It's nice to see her out there.
Yeah, really. I mean, that is such a difficult injury and such a difficult rehabilitation process. She deserves a ton of credit for fighting back this fast.
Mackenzie Dupree checking into the game. Now Elle Snyder will give way.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're going to see some liberal subbing. The last thing you want to do the next two games, which are going to be largely non-competitive, is have any injuries here for the Panthers.
Maddie Hujak turns. Pass is intercepted, and it finds Gibbons. She tries to go direct up towards Mertz or Worley there, but it's knocked out, and it will be a Panther throw. Kren with this. Jen McKenzie coming in. Nikki Gibbons coming off. I'm guessing that'll be the last you see of Nikki today. Ball to midfield. There's Gilbert. Mia Snyder now. Forward on the dribble. Down the corner looking for Belak, but she was offside on that far side. Maybe trying to get a little head start on the run.
I didn't think she was offsides either, but again, I think anything closer probably not going to get.
Free kick taken and ball flicked on over midfield. Dupree on the far side. Her pass stepped into and knocked back out of bounds, so she'll take a throw. Mackenzie will on far side just shy of midfield. Comes to Belak. She touches down and plays it all the way back into Mia Snyder. Good turn there from Dupree on the far side, but carries that ball over the touchline for a Baldwin throw. Throw taken down the line. Here's Angela again on it. Goes long. Ball headed over. Mertz might have a chance here. Can't get past that shielding defender, though, and the goalie comes out of the area, kicks the ball out of bounds wisely at that point, and Worley takes a quick throw down to the end line. Can Perry keep this in? She does. Cuts it back to her left foot, finds Worley, crosses with the right, scuffs it. Mertz is there, but it goes off of a Baldwin player. And it'll be a throw Worley takes quickly. Here's Kren. Ball up the line by Baldwin. Gilbert will get this first. Touch pass by Kren out to Worley. Ball went out of bounds. And a throw coming for the Highlanders, also a substitution.
Yeah, Baldwin's been subbing fairly liberally as well. I think, it's one of those situations where they've just been chasing so much that it doesn't surprise me they're fairly fatigued at this point.
Haley Perry with it. Has Mertz wide. Goes that way. First touch down to the end line. Cuts it back on her left foot. Crosses back post. Oh, and Belak was there, but just couldn't get to it as the ball ran over the end line.
Really nice bending ball from Landy.
Lexi Worley coming off as Sam DiGiorgio will come in the game. She'll go on that left side, and Belak will switch to the near side. Outside midfield. Big header by Gilbert. McKenzie's there. And Baldwin passes out of bounds, so a throw coming for Kren with 25 minutes remaining. Mia Snyder up the line to DiGiorgio on the far side. And she's shown a knack, has Sam, for coming in. She's taken down heavily. It'd be a free kick coming.
Could be a booking. Maybe probably just a warning at this point. Man, she got popped. That was a really nice burst from DiGiorgio up the left side.
And she's feeling the effects of that tumble there, too.
She probably got the wind knocked out of her. That's a hard fall for just coming into the game.
She has shown the ability to come in a game and score goals, has Sam DiGiorgio, so we'll see what happens here. Mia Snyder over to take this free kick, plays it. The goalie knocks it out. I don't think that was going to be on frame, but took this safe route, did the goalie, and knocked it out over the end line for a Panther corner kick. So 5-0 Panthers. Goal scorers today are Landy Mertz, Lexi Worley, Nikki Gibbons, Emily Rocco, and Jane Madsen. 5 different goal scorers. Here comes Mertz on the run-up with a kick. Takes it near post. Little scissors kick volley out. Dupree puts one on net, but the goalie's there. And she'll grab that one, punt it towards midfield. Dupree on it now for the Panthers. McKenzie has Kren on the near side. Down the line for Belak. Knocks it back to Kren. Shoots from a tough angle and out far and wide, well wide of that back post.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure whether she was trying to go on frame there or playing across, but no runners were there quite yet. It was sort of a turnover and a quick counter.
Short kick taken past DiGiorgio and off at Dupree. She's able to keep it in on the far side. Highlanders play it back and then play forward. Here's Dupree again on it. Finds Belak. Square pass to Mertz. On her right foot, finds Belak wide in the area. Angela shoots. Goalie down to her right. Makes a nice save as the ball looked like it might skip past her. And a good shot there from Angela Belak.
Yeah, Landy played a nice little a nice little touch ball, and Angela put that hard, low, and on frame, heading to the side of the net. So kudos to the Baldwin keeper. She's really this game could be 8 or 9-0 without a couple really good saves from her in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Mia Snyder now with it. Here's Haley Perry. Belak on this near side. Short pass to Mertz. Wide for Kren. Mertz continues to run towards the end line. Kren plays it there. Landy crosses with the right foot. Goalie with a big paw up at the near post was able to knock that one down before it made its way to mid-goal.
Yeah, the goalie kind of does some unconventional things, but pretty effective.
Header by Gilbert. And Kren gets a hold of it. Over midfield. Straight ball forward for Mertz. Just touches a pass down to Belak in the corner. Continues to run, does Landy. Angela's tackled away from the ball, and they'll come forward off the dribble where Baldwin. Looks like Belak having some trouble with her brace there. And Hujak wins the ball. Here's Mertz. Shoots from distance, just over the crossbar. Yeah, in this situation, I'd like to see Landy run at their backs and see if she can get in the area before firing off shots. Belak trying to readjust that brace on her left leg.
That's got to be cumbersome. That's obviously not your comfortable athletic brace that you might see.
No, that's the real deal there. Here's Dupre on the far side. Plays the ball up the line. Past Perry, though. Baldwin will get a hold of it. And play it out on the far side to... And here comes some substitutions in the game. Bekeza and Rankin in. Gilbert and Mia Snyder off for the Panthers. 20 minutes remaining exactly in this contest. 5-0 in favor of the Panthers. Here's Rankin on the ball. To Kren. She'll carry over midfield. Tried to play a ball for Belak, but that pass is intercepted. And it comes back to the Panthers. Now the Highlanders get a hold of it again. And Rankin will step forward to McKenzie. Wide to DeGiorgio on the far side. Her pass, though, is intercepted, and here comes McKenzie who wins the ball. DeGiorgio again. Crosses to the middle. There's Perry, top of the D. But her first touch is a heavy one, and the Highlanders are able to get a hold of it. They give it right back to McKenzie. Looks like both teams playing a little bit of giveaway here, Gavin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those situations where the Panthers aren't really going into tackles hard for obvious reasons, and so you end up not winning as many 50-50 balls, and it's kind of ugly kickballish sort of soccer.
Here's Bekeza. Rankin's able to settle it down. Finds McKenzie. Belak touches down the line. Mertz is there. Defended, though, and it goes out. Going to be a Panther throw. Bogan at the line. Looks like Carson on and Haley Perry off. Kren takes a throw to Hujak. She turns on that right foot. Shoots from 20 yards out. Easily handled by the Baldwin keeper. And here's Bogan on the ball now. Finds Dupre on the far side. to DiGiorgio. Picks her head up in towards the corner of the area. The cross is off the mark, though, and cleared ball will come to McKenzie. Hujak now. Kren. Crosses. There's DiGiorgio. Her header's deflected and cleared back up towards midfield. Rankin comes forward to win it, but it'll come back to Bekeza. Kren with a quick pass to McKenzie. Give and go. Back to Kren. And she was trying to play Belak as Angela was working back towards the ball. That ball's going to roll slowly over the end line for a goal kick.
Yeah, she was trying to check back on sides, and a little bit of a miscommunication.
Auslander in the game for the Panthers, as well as Brianna Lang. Mertz and Kren giving way. Far side, ball's played out of bounds. Will be a throw-in for the Panthers. With 16:12 left, Upper St. Clair leading 5-0 in this one.
Oh, great. Oh, that's beautiful. Great cutback against the grain. Good first touch and turn. And a beautiful left-footed goal by Maddie Hujak. Upper 90 right. 6-0 Panthers.
Maddie Hujak. Panther goal scored by Maddie Hujak.
You know, sometimes you just see really good individual plays, and this game was kind of slogging along in terms of, not a whole lot of continuity, and that is a gorgeous goal. Coach Gray is asking for something. I'm not 100% sure what.
995? Is that 955?
Clock. Stop the clock, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Angela Belak had the assist, also to start the clock.
36955.
Assist from Angela Belak on the last goal.
Yeah, there's too much going on here.
I know, believe me.
Last goal was assisted by Angela Belak. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have your 50-50 raffle tickets handy, I have the winning number. The winner will win $150 today. The number is 036955. Again, the number is 036955. You can claim your money at the tent down by the concession stand. I assume.
We think.
All right, so we got 15 minutes left in this contest here. Our Upper St. Clair Panthers have a convincing 6-0 lead over the Baldwin Highlanders, who are probably looking to get out of here into their hair appointments for homecoming. We've had some lopsided games this year that you're kind of playing out the string, but the good news is you get to see a lot of the younger Panthers who don't get to quite play as much in the varsity games, get some looks, and that goal that Maddie Hujak just scored was spectacular. So you get to see stuff like that.
Check the tape. Here's Hujak again with it in the middle of the field. Turns on her left foot outside. Plays a ball to Bogan, who gives it back to Hujak. Crosses with that left foot. McKenzie up over her head with a volley. Sort of a backwards volley there, and the goalie's able to get underneath that and grab it.
Yeah, that's a really difficult play when you're reaching behind you to play it up. She actually did a pretty nice job. Belak
turns. Passes to McKenzie. Nice turn by her. 20 yards out. Shoots right foot off the crossbar and up over the goal.
Really nice strike from McKenzie there. Hit it at the outside of her right foot, kind of bent it back in, and almost scored.
Yeah, that did not miss by much. Goal kick taken. Ball comes to Dupre on the far side. Her pass is a little off the mark, and Lang will get a hold of it. Here's Jen McKenzie again. Into the top of the area on the dribble. Oh, just that. Couldn't beat that last defender as Baldwin comes out on the dribble. Plays the ball to midfield. Rankin's able to corral that to Bekeza, and wide on the far side to Dupre. Cleared long and over everyone. Roll all the way back to Gianni in the Panthers penalty area.
I think Jules just wanted to do something here, and she picked it up. She hadn't got any work today.
Thought maybe we might see a goalie sub. Well, it looks like warming up on the near side. So here's a ball down to the end line. Belak giving chase. She does keep it in, but it's knocked out. They're going to say that was it's going to be a corner kick. It looked like it went off Angela last, but Panthers will take it. Looks like Maddie Hujak over to take this corner. Just under 12 minutes remaining. Hujak hits it. Ball cleared, not completely out. Dupre trying to get on the end of it for the Panthers. She turns 30 yards out. Shoots or crosses with that left foot, and it's cleared out over the far touchline for a Panther throw. Bogan now at the top of the area. Finds Belak, who shoots, sort of turns and shoots as her brace literally fell off of her leg. And that will be a goal kick for the Highlanders. So a couple more Panthers going to head to the line. DeGiorgio now, far side. Rankin to Lang here on the near side. Here's Jen McKenzie. Carries the ball forward off the dribble. Crosses to the middle and hits a shot from distance, does McKenzie. Over the goal and out for a goal kick. So Siri and False coming into the game now. Hujak and Bogan are off. Amber Siri and Lily False for the Panthers. Getting to see some action here in the last 10 minutes. Here come the Highlanders as Rankin is able to tackle and win a ball. Bekeza plays to Lang, who carries it up the near side. Her pass is intercepted, though, off of a Highlander player. Quick restart. Down towards Siri on the near side. It'll be another Panther throw. Lang throws it to McKenzie in the middle. Here's Belak, top of the D. Trying to step into a shot, but she's closed down nicely. Shot from McKenzie is deflected and goes right in on the Highlander goalie. So Baldwin without a shot on goal yet in this game. 0 saves for the Panthers keeper. And a throw-in coming from Brianna Lang. Jen McKenzie wide down the line for Amber Siri, and she shielded off the ball. Throw coming for Baldwin. Here's Lang with it again for the Panthers. Tries to play central, but pass is intercepted and played out of bounds. Quick throw taken to Auslander. She passes up toward DeGiorgio. Auslander on it again now. The left foot finds DeGiorgio. Here's Belak now. And a shot from distance hits the football upright from Auslander, and another sub coming for the Highlanders. 8 minutes left now. 6-0 Panther lead. To pray on the far side for the Panthers. Crosses with the left foot. Here's Siri, runs past her. She'll try to keep it in on the near side. She will. Lays it back to McKenzie in the area now on the dribble. Crosses right foot off of the Baldwin defender for a known goal.
You want to give it to?
Jen McKenzie.
Panther goal scored by Jen McKenzie.
I'm glad Jen McKenzie, although I have no idea whether, I think she probably gets credit for it at this level. I don't think you'd really do an own goal, but I'm glad she got one today. She's been magnificent. On two different levels, really. She's won a ton of balls with little proactive steps so they can't get out of their own zone, and she's been really decisive with her distribution, so I've been really impressed with McKenzie today.
Yeah, she started to see some more playing time in the latter part of the season here, and she's been doing very, very well. Michaela Densmore in the game for the Panthers at goal. You'd have to figure, Gavin, also, Monday, it's going to be a chance for a lot of girls to play on Monday, too, against Brashear.
Sure, everybody's looking forward to that game.
Down at Couples Stadium.
Oh, you get to play at Old South Stadium. That's about the only thing to look forward to. Place is great.
Don't bring your metal, though. You're going to have to go through the metal detectors down there. Right?
I'll never forget my friends who used to play high school football at St. Clair used to always tell me, they said, we petitioned to play the Whippeal Finals instead of Three River Stadium at South Stadium. They loved that place. They always wanted to play there, but it was property of the City League.
There is a certain character about that place for sure.
No, that place is really cool.
Goal kick taken by the Highlanders. Bekeza volleys back in towards the box. Sam DiGiorgio applying pressure. Baldwin turns it outside and clears up the line out for a Panther throw. Brianna Lang grabs the ball and will throw into the area near DiGiorgio and Belak. DiGiorgio on it now. Cleared out again. Another Panther throw coming.
The Panther subs are really playing hard. I like it.
Lang with that right foot crosses first time. Good ball into the area. Lily False was there, but her first touch was a little heavy and went into the goalie's hands.
It's a shame nobody was making a run off of False there, but had a tap in.
McKenzie again in midfield. Shot taken by DiGiorgio. False now on it. McKenzie now, right foot, shoots. Big save by the goalie as she's able to parry that ball up with two hands and catch her own rebound.
That was a pretty great strike there, Rob, from McKenzie again.
Here's Auslander at midfield. Ball played out over the far touchline. Highlander throw incoming. It's a Panther throw on the far side. Dupree takes it. And it's knocked out. Another throw coming for the Panthers. Cleared out again by the Highlanders. And they'll come forward, trying to clear the zone. Play it up that far line, over midfield. Bekeza giving chase. Takes a touch towards the far touchline, tries to keep it in. and clears it up the line out for a Highlander throw-in. They take it back. Knocked out again by False on the far side. Under 3 minutes now remaining in this one. 7-0 Panthers. And a throw coming. Mackenzie Dupree to handle this. Throws it to Auslander. False now on the dribble. Finds Mackenzie in the middle. Her first touch goes forward and will come all the way into the Highlander keeper, who will clear it back towards midfield. Throw coming up for Baldwin. Here's Belak to Rankin. Baldwin gets a hold of it, comes forward over midfield. Good ball played down the line as a runner in the middle in towards the corner of the area. Becase's there. And it's going to be touched out. Going to be a corner kick for the Highlanders here with a minute and a half left, Gavin.
Oh, we got some drama here, Rob, finally.
Kick is taken. Ball bounces 6-yard line. Mid-goal. Shot taken off the volley. Blocked by False, I believe, in the area. Cleared but not completely out. Baldwin ganging up on the ball right now. Perhaps sensing this is their only chance of the day. Ball down towards the end line. Cut back in a dangerous spot, but Becase's there. Clears, not out. Top of the box. Played into the D now. Shot taken. Becase with another block. And Mackenzie will come towards midfield off the dribble.
That's a great ball. Really nicely weighted. DeGiorgio almost ran onto that. Really nice ball from Mackenzie here. You know, the Panthers subs still pressing hard, still trying to get one. Touch in middle. Mackenzie still has it. Ooh, she tried to actually chip her, I think, and almost got it just outside the bar to the left. And with about 20 seconds left, it looks like that's just about going to run us out of time. The Panthers are going to leave here today on this Saturday afternoon from Panther Stadium with a 7-0 victory. And another shot on net from DeGiorgio. But the Panthers are going to leave here, and they're going to be in really good position this week with Brashear on Monday and especially Moon on Wednesday. Good luck to the Panthers. I hope it's a big week.
Thanks, Gavin. Have a good one.
You
Bye-bye.
too.